Hey, what up, y'all? Yo, even me, all of us, even you, for the most part, we're kind of like on autopilot. Consciously, our mind is elsewhere. We may be thinking about what we're gonna do tomorrow. We may be remembering what we did yesterday. We may be engaged in an amazing conversation, but at the same time, we're doing other things. You may be having that conversation, but driving, so you have to be driving as well, and that takes the autopilot. A lot of the times we're on autopilot. If you're taking a walk, but you're lost in your head. You're stepping. You watching over that. You didn't trip over that branch on the floor. You did it without even thinking about it because you were thinking about this person. So our subconscious is a huge part of us. It's a huge part of the way we are as far as operational and as well as who we were. Because our subconscious gets programmed from a young age. When we're young, in fact, up to the age of 7, we learn everything through our subconscious. Our conscious mind hasn't even been developed fully. So we are just observers. That's why we're so good at society. Even from kids, we know how to function in a crowded marketplace where everything is going on, but we understand what's right, what's wrong. We know all the cues. It's like we know everything without being told. Just through experience. Through just absorbing everything. Through our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind absorbs all the time. All right? So consciously, we may be focused on one thing, but our subconscious is running. And our subconscious is picking up on things nonstop all the time. So the subconscious you is really most of you. And in reality, if you want to compare it to the yin and yang, or the head and heart is really my thing. I don't know if y'all picked up on it, but I feel like this world is overrun by head-heavy realities, and that the heart gets neglected, which is why we're in such a cruel place and things like that. So often, the head is the conscious mind because we're in charge, but the heart takes the role of the subconscious because it's in the background. It's affected by everything, man. You're in a crowded place. You feel the vibes of everything that's going on. Let me tell you, bro. 9/11, you felt that vibe everywhere you was at. You didn't have to do no type of thinking, yo. Just around you was that feeling of extreme empathy, compassion, brotherhood, all types of shit that the thinking your head didn't have nothing to do with. And during our day-to-day, we delegate what we should be doing to either our head or our heart. Certain things, I'll tell you what, all of my art, this guy right here, it's in the heart. My head can't art. In fact, my head fucks up my art sometimes. Real talk. Because I will draw something and visually, I might fucking love it. And I'll be like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it could be abstract in the sense where it's not a real, it's not cut and dry of what it is. You can tell what it is, but it is not a fucking actual real life version of whatever it is. It's an expression. But the drawing may not logically add up. My head would be like, nah, that shit don't even make sense. And then my head will convince my heart that is bullshit. And then I don't like it. It'll be some shit. It won't add up in the drawing or whatever. Like the shadow could be off. I'd be like, oh no, the shadow don't go on that side. It fucks up the whole, because I put little stories in my drawings, y'all. I know this may be a little weird. Fuck it. Welcome to my world, people. I hope it's not too scary. It's alright if you don't like it. The door has no lock. Anybody's allowed in, anybody's allowed to leave. I love y'all. Revolving door status, baby. But we have to be aware of how often we are in autopilot. So we could be aware of who is taking the lead here. And typically the autopilot is the subconscious, is the heart. That's who's taking the lead, so we got to get to know who exactly is taking the lead here. Consciously, I know who I am. I can write a list of all the things that I am, and that is how I am when I am consciously behaving. But there's subconscious shit that goes on here and there. Sometimes you have to be in the present moment. That doesn't give you time to think and react so much as you just have to go with that flow. And that's the heart, and that's the autopilot, and that's the subconscious. So whatever programming is in there, That's your immediate go-to. So we need to deprogram. We need to detox. We need to get rid of all these programming, because there's lots of programming. Programming can come from our childhood. You know, our parents, when we're young, we think of our parents as gods. Yeah, we came from this. This provides everything to us. This is the projection of the reality we're in. They're the providers of everything. So they can't do no wrong. Even when they're fucked up, we can always kind of still put them on a pedestal when we're young, even. And this, of course, is very generally speaking. I'm sorry for those who have gone through traumas that I cannot relate to on any level. And if what I'm speaking goes against that, I mean no disrespect to your spirit. I'm speaking generally, of course. But when we're young, our parents, we put them on this pedestal, but in reality, they're just people like us. They're fucked up, man. They may have good intentions, but they've been through shit. They have a childhood that could be buried under so much trauma that we can't even imagine. So our parents, though we may call them heroes, that becomes part of your programming. So the flaws that are them, that you may have admired, you may have adopted, because subconsciously we're just sponges. We're picking up on everything. So check your heart. Check what's in there. It don't gotta be bad. Sometimes your heart is just the most glorious place in your entire world. But sometimes there are dark spots that we have not cleared out due to childhood trauma. Maybe teachings, maybe moments in our life. Yeah, I remember when I was younger, the spiritualness I have. When I was younger, man, like 11 and 12, I still had the spiritualness, but I poured it into a religion because that's what I was taught. So I was trying to be all a good churchgoer and whatnot, but I would have questions. And I'd be like, ooh, man, God seemed a little harsh. What's up with that? And it wouldn't really add up, and it would cause friction in my own heart. And, there was just a lot of stuff that I had to, as I grew into myself, and I remembered who I truly am, only through heart work. Only through the heart, because that's the truth. The head is what you've learned and picked up along the way, that you have stuck to like armor and cool clothing that you identify with, and cool glasses. The head is just the design, baby. The head is the presentation. This is who I am. For example, I love J. Cole. Don't get it fucked up. I love J. Cole. And I'm not going to talk shit on him, but I'm going to show you a funny example. He got dreads. A lot of times in his videos, his dreads be dangling in front of his face. Not all of them, but a good handful. And in my head, oh, look at this. I look like I got some funky hair. I mean, I do have funky hair, but looks like it's even funkier. Forgive me. But J. Cole, he got the dreads in front of his face, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, dog, I know that you can't see fully, but it looks cool because he looks like he don't give a fuck, but he still looks proper about it. He looks like I only give a little fuck. I give a fuck, but not that much. I'm cool, man. I'm too busy fucking being, bro. I ain't got time to fucking do this shit. But dog, he's literally blocking part of his own vision and taking away from his own self for a presentation, for the way he looks. He is giving up what he can see for how others see him. And it's very minor, don't get me wrong. But it's just an ironic thing that people do subconsciously. We do this shit all the time. And it's like, it's crazy to think of all the shit we really do on a subconscious level. So, my goal in this whole life shit is to bring the subconscious to the conscious. I'm trying to expand my conscious mind so much that I'm aware of all the stupid fucking bullshit, and I can get rid of it. Because it's been ruining my life, bro. I didn't even know half of this shit, and it's been fucking me up. So I'm trying to get my shit right. And I'm trying to, in clearing myself, I'm trying to clear my ancestors. I'm trying to clear my future generations. I'm trying to clear the whole thing because, it's cyclical. And it will continue in this cycle. The way it was passed on to me, sadly, at this point, I've passed it on to my daughter. And I try to break what I've done, but it's already in motion. So I know more work on the inner level will affect the outer reality. And it's always like that. And I know it sounds a little trippy, but that's what it is, because once I began to heal myself with the issues that I had with my father, and he's been dead for like 10 years, and these issues have only been healed within the last year or two, yo, my weight has been fucking lifted. My relationship with my pops has been lifted. Which is crazy because the relationship at this point is a little bit one-sided. But yo, this side is so nice now. This side is where all the fuckery was. But I thought it was on that side. So I was too busy looking away to look at myself. You know? Now all I'm trying to do is look at myself. Because you'll realize everything out there is a projection of self. So let's check our subconscious, okay? The subconscious is the heart. You know, it's the background of we're focusing on this. But the subconscious is all the background. You know, let's say I'm having a conversation with this guy over here, and I like this guy, and I fucks with him. And he's cool, and we're talking, we're engaged. But, you know, I'm in the room, and over here are some vibes that I haven't addressed. I haven't looked at, I haven't focused, I haven't given any thought towards these characters. But I get a fuck vibe from him. And, you know, I may be talking to him, and I get this vibe, and I will subconsciously walk closer to the dude, be like, oh, you know what? Yeah. And I will get away from these people, and I won't even know it. And it'll all be happening in real time, baby. So I'm trying to be more conscious of these things. And that was a good example where, you know, the subconscious it got you back. But a lot of times we confuse this. And a lot of times the subconscious, let's take that same example, and let's say I got fuck vibes from these people because maybe they're assholes. But yo, if my heart is fucked up and I grew up in bad situations, and let's say when I was a kid, I got jumped by like 20 black people, and I'm talking over here to my boy, and whatever's going on over here looks a little dark-skinned, yo, my subconscious is going to be like, nah, bro, not again. And I may have to take that moment to be like, yo, that's fucked up, man. I need to clear that. I need to heal, yo. I need to heal. And the way I heal is I feel. Without this, without any words to attach it to, without any blame to attach it to, without any justifications, without any words, just feelings. And I feel it, and I'll be sad, and I'll be down, and I'll be like, ugh. And I let it pass through. Because when you feel, it can pass through. But when you think, it's like you attach little darts into each feeling, be like, boom, oh, no, my fault, I'm an idiot. And it's like you feel the sadness and the sorrow, and it floats through you like you're just chilling in the ocean as the waves kind of put you in this vibe. And you can feel it and you can release it. But yo, each thought is like fucking up the wave and causing a ripple and causing it to stay. And it fucks up the whole vibe of everything. So these thoughts, these blames, these judgments. Yo, you can't heal yourself because you're judging yourself for these things that you've done. And yo, you've made mistakes. I've made so fucking many. So many! I swear to God, bro. If like I'm realizing that there's an infinite amount of mistakes you can make. Because if there was a limit, I would have been done by now, right? There's got to be a limit. Oh no, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing them though. But then they happen. They subconsciously happen. Anyhow, so my point is that we're mostly on autopilot, and as a result of this, our heart is taking the role. Because autopilot is our subconscious. And our conscious mind is over here. While our subconscious doings are really done here. So clear out your heart of that childhood trauma. Clear out your heart of those prejudices that you may be able to justify. But stop thinking. Stop justifying. You could justify anything. Yo, if you wanted to, you could come to my front door and kill me. Justifying it any way you want. You'd be like, yo, he's a fucking asshole. Yo, all he does is fucking preach. He's a fucking dick. Look how sarcastic he is. Yo, there's one time he fucking wouldn't even paint with me. What the fuck? Yo, you can justify it. And you can find a reason in this brain. This brain will find a reason. You can find any reason. And it can be a small one. And then this small reason, if you feed it your emotional energy, this small nothing gains power, momentum, and begins to manifest. So be careful what you're manifesting. Make sure you operate with a clear heart. And when it is blocked, when there's fuck shit going on in there, handle it. Yo, feel it. Do not judge yourself. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame others. Yo, these people are more fucked up than you. Look how fucked up you are. We're all fucked up, man. We're all fucked up. So everybody, yo, I love animals. I'm vegan, so I don't like the killing of any animals. But let's kill that high horse that we all fucking think that we ride every day. Okay? Because, yo, we're all human. We all fuck up. But the point is to have these fuck ups be the torch that lights our way towards healing. Okay? These fuck ups were given to us. These fuck ups were given to us by our family, by our government, by our media, by all the stimulus that we're constantly being inputted with. It's all programming. It's, hey, buy this. Why would you buy this? Because you're not good enough. Oh, feel this way. Why would you feel that way? Because no one loves you. And it's just all of this bombardment of bullshit that we need to heal from. And I think healing the heart is a good place to start. I love y'all, yo.